Okay everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark. Now, this is going to be an interesting start to this video because I have a raging sore throat and it's really not very pleasant at all, so I'm going to try and do my very best for this. And B, if you watched Downtime last weekend, this is the point where I ended up not being able to record for a few days, so it's actually been a while since I played the Long Dark. And I can't remember where I'm up to and what I was doing, so I'm going to try and piece together where I was. Obviously we are in our base, which is the Grey Mother's house. I think I was in the middle of building my condition back up after some wolf attacks. I think that's what I was doing. I think I'm relatively sorted for heading back outside, actually. Yeah, I think we're relatively okay to head back out and do some exploring. So let's do that. Now we went. It really has been about a week since I last played, and I really can't remember where I've been and what I've done. So I know we've been over to the bank. We went to the front of the post office, but we didn't get very far. So let's see if we can get to the back of the post office. Let's keep our eyes open for wolves, because I really don't want to have another wolf attack. But let's see if we can get it to the back of the post office, because I know we do this in Wintermute. I can't remember if we go in through this big roller shutter door that's here. Can we get in there? No? Is there a side door? I can't remember how we get in Wintermute, you know. Is it that door that we go in through? I honestly can't remember. I know that the front of the post office has virtually nothing in it, so there's no point going in the front. Let's just have a quick nip through the gate and go around the back. Nope. Okay, so we can't get into the back of the post office in survival mode. So that's a waste of time. Okay, so what else have we got that we can explore? I think we're a little bit limited in what we've got left in Milton, you know. I think we've done most of it. Let's come this way. I don't know if we can get into any of these houses. Well, let's find out. I don't think we can get in that one or that one. Looks like we can get in this one. I haven't been in any of the cars either. I probably need to do that. Can we get in this one? Looks like we can get in this one. Let's head inside and see what's in here. Yes, I kind of pick it up from where we left off. I know we've been in the bank. I know we tried to get in the front.
Anything right now.
Yeah, and dog food is what it's going to be. I know we tried to get in front of the post office, didn't find anything there. Obviously, we can't get around the back. We've been through the bank manager's house. We've been through all the houses on the high street, and we've been through the gas station. So there really isn't that many places left that we haven't explored in Milton itself. Obviously we have the church, which I've not been up to yet. I haven't been over to the church, which obviously in Wintermute is where you first come in to Milton. Okie dokie, so nothing in the kitchen. Bit disappointing. Was there anything in here? Nothing in the oven. We've got some more work boots, but I've got plenty of those. Oh, fire log. That's good.
This stuff will come in handy.
Doesn't throw off much heat, but it burns for quite a long time, so that's useful. Again, you're going to have to forgive me if I'm a bit sniffly. I have caught yet another cold. I have a raging sore throat. It's really irritating. Yet another cold. So many of them this year, it's ridiculous. I used to think it's because I was working in a well, not a school, in a college where we had lots of students and you're interacting with lots and lots of people all the time, but I'm now working in an office doing remote IT support where I don't have any interaction with the people. Oh, a flashlight, awesome. I wasn't sure whether they were going to pop up in survival mode, but that might be useful if the Aurora makes an appearance. Yes, now I'm doing remote IT support from an office. I was thinking I'd probably get less colds, but I've actually had more. I must just be working with an unhealthy lot. Hello everyone, if you're watching,
This'll
by the
come in
way.
handy.
I love you all, really. Okay, so... Okay, well, one thing we are not short of around Milton is water. I'm not going to pick up those newsprint, because I've plenty of that. Okay, a bit disappointing all round, actually. Not very much in this one. A bit disappointing. Okay, let's just eat something, just to stave off that bit of hunger that we have. Our condition is a little bit on the low side because of that wolf attack, so I don't want to risk it dropping any lower right at the moment. Okay, so we have the church, which I haven't been over to yet, which is kind of off that way. And we do also have the farm, which is down this way. We can't get in that one. There is another cabin up here as well. Let's see if we can get in this one. Okay, this is the old schoolhouse, which we know from the story mode there was a bit of a mishap. Oh, dead dude. Nothing. There is a house on a hill somewhere. Oh, it's over there. I thought it was over here. It's over that side. Okay. Not to worry. We'll, we've been over to the schoolhouse. We've determined there's absolutely nothing here. So we'll go back over that side. Oh, it's a bit of a steep drop. Let's just be a bit careful. There we go. Okay, let's head up this way. So we are basically exploring Milton. We're exploring the... Oh, I can't get up there. The slope's too steep. Let's go around that. There we go. So we're just at... Oh, yeah. There we go. I think we've definitely made it this time. I want these rose hips. There we go. Oh, there's some reishi mushrooms as well. Awesome. Natural resources. We've been a bit short of food in Milton. We've got some now. We're doing okay. I've got nothing to hunt with, so I can't hunt deer or anything like that. But we have found some food. But we want to try and last in Milton for a reasonable amount of time. So natural food sources are very welcome indeed. Okay, so we have another dilapidated house. And some cattails. So we'll have those as well. And a hatchet! Awesome, I knew the reason why I came around here. Lying in the middle of the ground, a hatchet. Okay, so we can start breaking things down for firewood now, so that's useful. Okay, oh, and some old man's beard. This has been a good little trip. Gathering more resources, which is how we've kind of started off. And as I play, it starts to come back to me what I was doing before and where I was. I know there's a bit more old man's beard over there. I might pick that up on the way back. Okay, so up to the house on the hill. I don't know what we're going to find in here, by the way. We might find absolutely nothing. Okay, pick up some more reishi mushrooms. It's one of these awkward ones where we have to go in a certain way. There we go. At least they're usually secure. Okay, let's see what's inside. What have we got in the house? Absolutely nothing. Excellent. That was a wasted trip. Well, it wasn't a completely wasted trip. Actually, no, it wasn't, because there's a jerry can there with some fuel in it. We'll have that. Cardboard box we don't need. Book. Yeah, we'll have that. Newsprint. No, not bothered. Dog. Is that dog food? Yep, we'll have that. We have a bed here that we could use. Some cloth, I'm going to have that. And some more lantern fuel.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, yeah, we're encumbered now. Oh, energy bar. Okie dokie. Oh, well, it was a bit of a wasted journey in some ways because there isn't very much in here. But we got plenty of lantern fuel, so I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with that. Okay, so let's head back to the Grandmother's house then. So we've had a little bit of a looting run over here. It's a nice view, isn't it? That is a nice view over the town of Milton. Yes. Okay, so yeah, we've not had an entirely wasted trip over here. We've got some lantern fuel, we've picked up lots of reishi mushrooms, we've picked up bits and pieces. So I think we have pretty much done every building in Downtown Milton. The only places left is the farmhouse, which is that way, and the church, which is that way. In fact, can we see the church from over here? Probably wouldn't have been able to up at the top of the hill. I think I'm going to head to the church next, you know. They're both a kind of similar distance apart, but I think the church might be a little easier to get to. I don't know which is the safest wolf-wise, but it might be a bit easier to get to. But it isn't going to be as good to survive in, if you know what I mean. There's not going to be... It's not a proper indoor location, I don't think. Oh, that rabbit made me jump then. I just saw something move and I didn't realise what it was. It's a bunny. It's a bunny. And I know I can hunt the bunnies with stones, but I'm not going to do that. Mainly because I'm rubbish at it. Right, okay, so let's head back up into the Grey Mother's house then. I'm still calling it the Grey Mother's house, even though we're not in Wintermute and we're not in story mode. It isn't technically the Grey Mother's house because she's not here, but I'm still calling it that. Is there anything over there? I wonder, I don't think we can get up to the top of that water tower. No, everything's all broken off it. Okay, so let's see what we got then. Let's see what we can drop off inside our house. Right, so bits and pieces wise, I think I'm keeping most of it in the kitchen, aren't I? So in the kitchen, what have we got that we can drop that we don't need to be carrying right now? Plenty of water. We've got a couple of books we don't need to be carrying. Yeah, actually, no, we probably do want to be carrying those. We are storing all of our fuel in here, so that's where I'm going to put any fuel that we're not going to be carrying around with us. So the fire log I'm going to drop in here. I will carry one of these books with me. These two are researchable books. Now, part of me kind of wants to leave them here rather than take them with me, simply because it's just a lot of weight to be carrying around with us. In fact, let's get rid of that other book. I'm going to risk getting rid of that other book. We'll just keep the lighter materials. I have a load of newsprint. I can't. Did I start storing my? No, I've still got them all on the floor. Okay, let's drop the spare newsprint that we've got then into there as well. So this is fuel and tinder that we're storing in here in these cupboards. Water is as always in the freezer, and we've got plenty of it. I'm carrying lots and lots of water, so let's get rid of... I'm only going to get rid of a litre of it, simply because I am going to drink some, so that will use up the rest. Food-wise, any spare food we can keep in the fridge, so normal practice. Let's sort ourselves by condition, and the best stuff we shall leave behind, just to reduce our load slightly, so we're not carrying quite so much with us. That's cool. Okay, and then equipment. Now we are carrying a fair bit of equipment now, so we probably don't need to be carrying quite so much. So let's ditch some of this. Spare lantern fuel we probably don't really need to be carrying, but I would suggest we possibly refuel the lantern before we leave any fuel behind. This lantern's not in great condition. I think we're going to need to think about repairing at some point. I'm going to leave the flashlight. It's a heavy weight I don't really want to be carrying around with me. Everything else I'm going to be keeping. So let's pop our jerry can and lantern fuel up, and our flashlight as well on the table. I like to have a nice, neat and tidy area so I know where everything is. So I've got my storm lantern, flashlight and all of my fuel and ammunition, because I haven't got a rifle yet, over there. I've got all of my tinder I just dropped on the floor. Fuel is in there. Matches are on top. But I think I had... no, we'll hang on to matches, I think. We'll keep what we've got there for matches, but we've got plenty of spare ones, and then fuel and everything else is in there. So, I think we do have a bit of spare clothing though, don't we, actually? I don't think it's going to be any better than what we are wearing, because it's sports socks. I've got a couple of pairs of sports socks. So I honestly can't be bothered going all the way upstairs just to drop off 2 pairs of sports socks. That said, I do need to sleep a little bit, so... Okay, so let's drop off these socks. into the clothing spare parts. But so you can see how organised I am. If you've not seen any of my videos before, I like to try and keep my base camp, my base office, my base wherever it is, my base building, as organised as possible. And I do that so I know where everything is, so I can find things. I know what I have. Oh, excuse me, I really am very sniffly. Horrible, horrible cold bug. Right, okay, so what do we need to do? We need to eat, drink and be merry. So let's eat some dog food, which is just wonderful. Such a nice prospect. Oh dear. And we shall drink some water. Excellent. Right, okay, so I'm a bit reluctant to sleep in all honesty, but I think I need to. Let's sleep for an hour. That will give me just a little bit more endurance. Because I really do want to get to the church. I really, really want to get to the church in this video. So, it's been a bit fast-paced. Excuse me, it's been a bit fast-paced, this one, hasn't it? We've kind of done a bit, it's random stuff that we've done, but not very well structured, but we've done quite a bit. So what have we basically done now? We have been through every building location in the town of Milton itself. We've literally been through everything. The only things I haven't been through are the cars, but you don't tend to find very much in the cars, so I'm not too bothered about that. So we have literally been through every building in Milton, so we have looted everything that we possibly can. The only places left in the region that we haven't been to are the church, which is where we're going now, and the farm, which is down at the bottom of the hill. The farm should be quite good. I'm hoping there's going to be some good stuff down there. Based on Wintermute, there was some interesting stuff there, but we were there for a very specific purpose, so I should be interested to see how it pans out in survival mode and what we find down there. But I'm going to head up to the church. I can see the church, there it is, in front of us. It's right at the very entry point of the region. This is where you enter Milton in Wintermute, where you come down from the kind of tutorial bits at the very start of Wintermute, and you end up coming into Milton. The first place you come across is this church, and you kind of have to... There's a bit of story that happens in there before you move on. And then you have to make your way down towards Milton. So this is backtracking slightly. It's also where it ends, because you come up here right at the end of the Milton section of Wintermute before you head off down the mountain road and off towards Mystery Lake, which we shall be doing once we have sufficiently picked Milton clean. We shall be heading to Mystery Lake, and I am assuming that we will be able to move shuttle backwards and forwards between the two, unlike Wintermute where we could only go one way. I am assuming that we're able to... Uh-oh! Not good! Not at all good! Oh dear! Oh, he's got me! I can't get over the wall! Oh, I have at least got something to attack with this time though. Oh. Oh dear! Not good. Oh no! Really not good! Oh no! Oh no, that was a bit... Oh. Oh no, seriously? Oh my goodness. It was an entire pack. Right, okay. We've got to get ourselves sorted pretty quick here. So, we need to use some first aid. We have an infection risk and we have blood loss. So we need a bandage. Whew, that got the blood pumping.
Right, we have to stop that bleeding somehow.
Yeah, we have. We've stopped the bleeding. Let's deal with the infection risk. And we have painkillers. Now this annoys me because in real life, if you took painkillers, it would help both of those ailments, not just one of them. Well, that was dramatic. That was a dramatic entrance into the church there. Okay, condition now 25%. At least we are in a pretty good place. We are secure in here. We are secure in the church. We have our bedroll with us, plus there is actually a bed here that we can use. Doesn't look like there's going to be a fat lot else in here, though, to be honest. I think this was almost a bit of a waste. Oh, we've got another hatchet. But it doesn't look like there's much else. So it was almost a bit of a wasted trip, but we kind of had to... I feel a bit bad about burning these, taking these for firewood, knowing what they actually... They're going to be religious texts. I don't really want to be burning those. So I'm not going to... I know it's survival, but I'm not going to take them. Right, okay, so we are here in the church. There isn't actually very much in here, so it was a bit of a wasted journey. Although we did get our face ripped off by 3 different wolves. Well, very nearly 3 different wolves. It was 2, and another one was lurking around. So we've managed to just about escape that. So I'm not going anywhere until I've got my condition all the way back up to 100%, because I think we're going to have to fight them on the way out as well. But at least we've come up here. We know that we've explored this bit of the map. So the next bit, we'll stay here at the start of the next video. We'll get ourselves organised, and then we'll head back to the Grey Mother's house, and then we'll head down to the farm. And I think once we've done that, then we have pretty much picked Milton clean, and we could probably think about having a first little dash across to Mystery Lake. But me and my very sore throat and rapidly fading voice are going to say thank you so much as always for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the Long Dark, as we always play. And oh my goodness, this is really getting quite a sore throat this now. I am going to say thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. There will be more Long Dark, and there will be more things as well. Apologies for being a little bit quiet for the last couple of weeks. If you watched Downtime last weekend, you'll know the reasons why. Hopefully over Christmas and into the new year we can start picking things back up again, and we'll get back on track. But right now, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you again, as always, very, very soon.